remind me of somebody who did something similar with light. There was a guy one time, and he called my show about light pollution. And he went and found an ordinance and measured the light coming from a car dealership and made him shut them off.
No, but the cops, okay, I could be thinking of a different one. We had a homeowner, and Suzanne dealt with it, and she proved that it was too light with some kind of company that went out and looked at it, but the cops wouldn't do anything. They looked
No,
at it like
this one was a guy, and he won. He took it to court and won. They had to shut down those lights or shield them.
Here's the problem, though. So she's 3.5 months pregnant. It's kind of a high risk. She's got a JA for a boss, so she's going through stuff at work and then coming home to this, and putting her and that baby at all that stress, and then adding to it by calling the police and getting in a war.
But here's the thing, though. You're right, Nathan. But let me ask you something, just out of curiosity. What were you hoping we would say that would make a difference? I'm wondering, because we want to help. What were you hoping? Do you want us to call the landlord? What do you want?
Well, I've known that there's a rule about you can get out of a lease because there's
constructive eviction.
That would be very hard.
No, it won't be hard if it's really disturbing the peace, then the landlord won't do anything.
If they can prove that, I'd agree with you, but it doesn't sound like they can. How come not one other neighbor? If I was a landlord, the first thing I'd ask is, how come you're the only neighbor?
Here's the thing.
Have you gone and talked to the person?
No, I live 75 miles away.
Well, so I'll tell you what. If they're somewhere in Denver Metro, I'll go talk to them.
No, it's Colorado Springs. That's the problem. So here's what we do. Yeah. Here's what she does. She must record it in the time of night and get a dB meter or something to document it. That once she documents it, then she goes to the landlord, or the landlord may want to get rid of her. The landlord may be happy. She can say to the landlord, listen, this is exactly what she says. Before I go through the trouble of doing a constructive eviction with the courts, would you simply let me out of the lease? Because the dog barking is unconscionable. Now, if you don't let me out of the lease, I will be forced to go to prove this is against state ordinance. It's noisy. And I'm going to then write you a letter and force you to either deal with it or let me out of the lease.
I missed this, Tom. Did the daughter actually go over to the neighbor?
No.
Well,
the daughter doesn't want to.
Okay. Why? Yeah. I mean, why?
Because she lives with her, near her.
Yeah, I mean, they live right next door to each other, and she doesn't want to cause more stress.
She's a young pregnant woman who's stressed out to the max. She doesn't want to cause a rift.
But she'll listen to the dog bark all night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would be glad to go talk to the guy, but...
You know what? I don't care. I'll be in the Springs next week. I'll go talk to him next week. Get me the guy's address. Get me everything you have on him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want me to do it on the air? Or?
No, we'll just do it. No, we'll do it privately.
Solves the problem.
We'll see if we can help. Hold on. Suze, get this guy's information, please, so he can get us the information. It's a good idea.
I would hope you just talk to the guy and say, hey, she's pregnant. A little bark collar will probably fix this in a matter of minutes.
I wonder where the baby daddy is.
All right, now, I'd like to ask a question about what is somebody wants to know the most difficult part to get. Is there any particular parts that are harder to get than others? You're saying right now filters and oil pretty easy. How about brake pads?
We're having some issues with some rotors.
Rotors, but the pads themselves are good?
It's hit and miss on brakes and rotors. I mean,
is there anything that's absolute, you're going to have a nightmare as soon as you hear it's wrong? Transmission parts, gears, what?
Yeah, right now, particularly, and we were talking about this on break here just a little bit ago with the Nissan CVTs. I mean, because typically we'll build them in-house. We can't get the parts. Some of the other aftermarket providers that we'll buy rebuilt unit from, they can't get the parts.
Just CVTs or all?
Particularly on the Nissan CVTs. So right now, Nissan Powertrain is the only place we can get them, and they're still somewhat scarce with those.
Okay, what if it was a Toyota, or what if it was a Chevy? Or
haven't run across the same problem with them. So with that, most of the time, we're still able to at least be able to ship it in from another location.
How about batteries, tires, stuff like that, Kevin?
I have had no issues with those.
Good.
For some reason, radiators, we're kind of hanging up here again, so I don't know.
More coming up. I'm Tom Martino. Get your calls in 303-713-TALK.
This is a metaphor for your business's journey. Sometimes it feels like the course keeps changing.
Fixmyhome.com, which is Fix It 24/7. That's the website. Fixmyhome.com. And the guy said, what about this $39 special? It's so special because they take apart the furnace really to the extent they can. They take out the blower motor cage and they adjust the burners. They they just make it like a refurbished furnace. But it's only for people who have not had it done before because it is so extensive. It takes hours. And it's $39. You got to call them. It's unbelievable. Whether you're an existing customer or a new customer, if you've never had the $39 clean and check, get it done now. Fixmyhome.com, 720-526-3939.
Did you know that you can find home buying, selling, and financing services all under one roof? It's true. It really is possible to work with a one-stop shop for all of your home ownership needs. You've just got to call American Financing, Colorado's home for home loans. Hey, it's Ross, and I love American Financing because they pair you with a salary-based mortgage consultant, so you get a custom loan designed around your needs, and you have guidance every step of the way. Whether it's your first, next, or forever home, they really do have you covered. From competitive rates to down payment assistance, and let's not forget low monthly payments, it is a no-pressure experience that's focused on you. And they never charge upfront or hidden fees. So what are you waiting for? There has never been a better time to make your move. Call 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000. Or learn more or even apply online at AmericanFinancing.net.
NMLS 182334, regulated by the Division of Real Estate.
Hey, let me take a minute and talk about Blue Sky CBD. It has really been working for my aches and pains. And Blue Sky CBD, the more that I am aware of how much it is helping, the more I like it. And I've told you about the balm I've used. I had a shoulder injury recently. I continue to use the balm on my shoulder, and it really helps me. I use tinctures in the morning for clarity, energy, and simple inflammation reduction. But now what I've really liked is the sleep gels. I've always had a problem sleeping, right? But I take one of those sleep gels about 30 minutes before bed, and honestly, it has really helped me relax and sleep. Also, let me talk about the Pro Gels, which are designed for athletes to use pre and post workout. It really creates great energy boost. You get 30% off your first order with using promo code KHOW, K-H-O-W. And there are things in there that I really believe you will like and will help you. 30% off your first order by using promo code KHOW. It is Blue Sky CBD at bluesky-cbd.com.
Hey, it's Marty Lenz, and if you're thinking of selling your home, I know you have a lot of questions, and Gay and Sarah with the Ribble Group Keller Williams Realty DTC have your answers. It's no accident that Gay and Sarah sell 2 times faster and for more money when compared to other agents on average. You've been hearing me talk about their zero commission program where the buyer pays all of the commissions, saving you, the seller, thousands of dollars, and how they will guarantee to sell your home at 100% of your list price, or they will pay you the difference. This is how Gay and Sarah are getting their sellers top dollar every single day. Need to sell your home but not sure if you can find a new home to buy? The Ribble Group has exclusive listings you won't find anywhere else. Why just choose any agent when you can work with the very best? When you meet with Gay and Sarah, make sure you tell them that
on October 15th at 1:23 p.m.
All right, so you're off.
It was in August. He was 75 in August.
By the way, we've never seen him in person. He's very charismatic.
Oh, my old very charismatic.
Yeah, I know. He's doing his own laundry. I live in the White House.
Hillary was a bitch to everybody. Hillary was the...
My God, her husband's affair was probably the biggest affair ever to happen in the world.
Listen, I saw a cartoon that was the funniest fucking cartoon. A guy sitting in there with an arrow through his head on the examination table sitting up, and the doctor says, well, at first glance it looks like an arrow, but I pretty much think it's coke. It was so funny. I wish I could see it again. I mean, maybe if you Google it, it's a funny cartoon.
Jack Nicholson
You see that rapper that took the Let's Go Brandon and made a song out of it?
Oh, here's a bunch of public schools now.
Let's Go Brandon? You don't know the whole Let's Go Brandon thing? Oh, because you've seen on college campuses and whatnot where there's fuck Joe Biden, fuck Joe Biden? Yeah. Okay, well, it was at a NASCAR event here a couple weeks back where they were saying fuck Joe Biden.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, and the lady was sitting there talking to this Brandon character, who was one on the NASCAR. She goes, oh, look, everybody's into it. They're saying, let's go Brandon. And you can clearly hear what they're saying. She's on live TV, so she's trying to cover it up. So it has gone over ever since then. There's a whole joke about let's go Brandon. There's some rapper that makes it.
Right, so Twitter, it's a euphemism for fuck Joe Biden.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK. All right, listen, let's take this tire issue because it is a car call. Alan, what's going on with your Hyundai Santa Fe?
Hey, Tom.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, one of the tires got destroyed, and they replaced it. But looking at it, it's got 15,000 miles, excuse me, on the other three tires. Just wondering if they're obligated to replace all four.
Okay, Jeff, that's for you.
Okay, well, first of all, yes, they should replace all four, but they are not obligated to pay for the other three.
Yeah, that's what kind of I thought.
Why? Well, of course not, because...
Right, but if you don't replace all four, you do risk drivetrain errors and or failures.
Right. It looks like it's definitely more than 430 seconds.
Yeah, so you need to actually, it sucks, but you need to pony up and buy 3 tires.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, it's Big O, and they've usually treated us pretty well, but I can see the expense they would have.
Yeah, discount any of them would do the same thing, though, man.
Okay. Hey, Mark, we bought that Hyundai because of your recommendation.
Oh, you love it or what?
Everything but the tires.
Awesome. Yeah.
Everything but the tires.
No, it's. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Go ahead, Alan. Finish up. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Alan?
Yeah, it's great. It's a great car.
Okay. You got the 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you can't beat it. They're really good cars.
Yeah, when'd you buy it?
Alan, when did you buy it?
We bought it at... When? It's a year old.
Yeah, I bet you could probably sell it right now, and I kid you not, for what you purchased it for, if not a little more. Tell me that's not insane.
Yeah, it is. It's an ultimate package, so it's loaded to the gills.
Our kid's got a 2019 Santa Fe Ultimate, and he can sell it right now for more than he bought it for, which is just mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, 303-713-TALK. Betsy, what's going on with you, Betsy?
Well, I had a plumbing company repair a leak in my front yard.
Yes.
And on the 23rd of July, and they were warned that there was a sprinkler line, along the same area, and so they promised not to touch it. Well, it turns out they not only touched it, they cut it up into little pieces.
Wait, how did they cut it up into little pieces?
I don't know. I was not out there.
What were they doing? Well, tell me what they were doing out there.
They were repairing a water line.
But I don't even know how they... Okay, and what water line were they repairing?
The main line to the house.
Okay, so they were doing... while repairing the main line, okay, they chopped up the drain line?
Evidently.
Or a sprinkler line.
I don't know all the terminology.
What line was broken? What did they chew up?
The line from the water connection to my sprinkler system.
Okay, got it.
And I bet you in that contract, I'd bet you lunch, it says that anything they dig up, such as pool lines, sprinkler lines, any of that is not going to be covered in the excavation part.
I don't know.
Oh, well, they ended up replacing it. My problem is they will not pay for the connection with the new sprinkler line.
Now, what does that mean? I don't understand. What do you mean by a connection?
Sounds like they laid the pipe down.
In order to hook up the new sprinkler line that they put in, my sprinkler man had to reconnect it with the individual systems or lines.
They relayed it. Why wouldn't they just hook it back in? I don't understand it. Why?
Well, they didn't know evidently how to do this.
Okay, and how much did that cost you?
The man that has been working on my sprinkler system had to come out.
How much did it cost, dear? That's all I need to know.
$354.
That's a little hefty. $354 to connect it. Did he have to dig it back up or just connect it?
Well, I don't know what all he had to do, but there was quite a bit of work involved.
All right. And when you ask the plumber, who's AAA, right?
Correct.
AAA Service Plumbing?
Yes.
Are they on our... Okay, you ask them to repair it. What do they say?
I asked them to pay for his bill.
What do they say?
I sent them a copy of my check and his bill, and they are ignoring me.
Let's call them.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, that's a good one because
most of those companies in the clause, they say they won't cover.
Yeah, but they broke it, and she told him it was there. But you're right, and they repaired it. So they just didn't repair all of it. I mean, well, they repaired it, but they didn't hook it up. It just doesn't make sense to me. In other words,
I went for a month without being able to water my front yard.
Yeah, hang on, man. It just doesn't sound right. Hey, Daryl, what about your Newmar motorhome? They're pieces of junk, man. What's going on? I'm just kidding.
Hey, now what? I can't get parts.
Oh, I never. What kind of parts are you? Wait, what kind of what model do you have?
Okay, so I have a Dutch Star. And
it's a gas pusher.
A Cummins motor.
Puller.
A Cummins.
Oh, it is.
Pusher. Yeah, it's yeah. So it's got a Cummins motor.
How many? Is it a 40-footer? Is it a 40?
It's a 42.
Okay, got it.
4002, 42 foot. Yeah.
Okay, and what parts are you having problems with?
The DPF fender unit.
What is that?
That's going to be a diesel shop, man.
What is that? What kind of sender unit? What is that?
So
diesel particulate filter.
Okay.
And they're on back order. I mean, it's like I'm not the Lone Ranger. I mean, the dealers.
There's a guy in Castle Rock that might be able to source that or find like an adapter or change it so it can take a different one.
What does it need that for? What does that particulate sensor do?
It all has to do with the changes they made inside the diesel emissions.
Somewhere,
now, do you have to fill up your diesel with another kind of fluid?
Yeah, you got to put DEF in it constantly, man. It's like
what you have to do? What?
Put DEF in it.
What is that?
It's this
diesel exhaust fluid.
Yeah.
Wait, so when you have a diesel now, you have to fill with diesel and mix it with something else.
It's a separate tank, and it helps regenerate the catalytic converter. If
I got to put in usually about a gallon.
Where do you get it?
Per 50 gallons a gas.
Where do you get it?
The DEF fluid you get anywhere.
I buy it at Walmart.
Is it a tank that you fill up, a separate tank?
Yeah.
Yes.
And that separate tank, does it automatically inject the amount needed?
Yes.
Wow. Do cars have this too now?
I think so.
I haven't seen it on any cars yet.
Wait, a diesel car doesn't have DEF?
I haven't seen it.
Yes, on the diesels they do. On a clean burn diesel.
That's what I meant.
Not on a regular gasoline.
No, but on a diesel. And what is it supposed to do? It dilutes the...
It's to break up the diesel particulate. So all those trucks where you used to see them all the time where they're punching out all that black smoke.
Yes.
We're cleaning all that out.
Okay.
So actually
where do the particulates go?
You're burning it up inside that cat. They actually burn hot enough they cook off that soot.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
so now without that particulate, without that sensor, without the sensor.
So what it is, Tom, is the check engine light's on.
Yeah.
What it'll do, I have to be at the NASCAR track in Kansas on Wednesday. What they're telling me is I could maybe go 100 miles. I could maybe go all the way out there, but at some point it's going to decelerate and it's just going to put it in the limp mode. And I don't, and I can't find one. It's like nobody has them. Nobody. They're like on national back order.
Golly. I know how you feel, man. I had to order something for something, and God, I thought I'd be out 6 months.
I wonder if you could find, I hate to even say this, but a used one somewhere. Like an RV junkyard.
I'd take
and it's, believe me, every over-the-road truck in the world would have one, right?
And there's 80...
Perhaps not that particular application.
80,000 trucks, Tom, that are waiting for this, that are parked. That's what the dealer.
It ranks up there with chips. It ranks up there with the JF011 pulleys.
Yeah, but
we're seeing this all over.
If it's like mine, it just looks like a ginormous oil filter, right?
Well, it's the sending unit. It's the sending unit.
Oh, the unit.
Well,
yeah, so it's telling it.
Guys, I know you're not supposed to do this, nor would I ever condone it. But can't you bypass those somewhat easily?
You can delete them. I don't know about bypassing.
What do you mean delete them?
Delete them. You can delete the emissions controls on these vehicles. They actually, some of them, there's actually.
You mean by computer you delete them?
You delete. Yeah, you can pull the particulate filter off. You can pull the CATs off. You can pull the EGRs off, and then it has to have custom programming afterward. Now, that being said, yes, it can be done. No, it cannot be done legally.
Okay.
If you're in any Mission County,
yeah, but how often does he have to have the test done?
Well, he's got to do it every 2 years.
Okay, so he can do it till the next.
You're talking about spending about $4,000 to get around it.
Oh, it costs that much?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Dave, you have a comment. Go ahead.
Yes, I just have a comment on that DEF head that's gone bad. Cummins just released about 2 weeks ago a fix around it that's a temporary fix until they start coming in.
Really?
Where does he get that info?
Did you hear that, Daryl?
Well, I heard it. Yeah, where do I get the info at?
On RV Forum.
RV Forum.
Suzanne, why don't you get their email so this guy can send it to him directly?
Man, that is great that we have such a proactive audience. Dave, how did you find out? Were you in the need for it?
No, Tom, mine doesn't use it. Mine was the year that they did not have it.
07 or whatever.
2010.
Got
11's when it came into play. And there's a Newmar website that you can get on as a Newmar user.
Yep.
And it's on there telling about
Noogle.
Wow, that's good. That is great information. 303-713-TALK. More coming up.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Leland Conway at 2, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
From the DuckDuckGo Traffic Center.
This report is sponsored by your local Ford store.
The highway drive around town fairly quiet right now, just seeing the typical Friday afternoon volume. I-25 is heavy heading into downtown, pockets of slowing on I-70 between I-25 and Chambers, and 270 sluggish as usual through Commerce City. Off freeway, there's an accident involving a box truck on Parker Road at Quincy. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, plenty of sunshine this afternoon. Will drop down into the upper 20s overnight tonight. Mostly sunny and mild this weekend with a high in the upper 60s tomorrow for your Saturday, and 74 for a high on Sunday. It's 53 right now in Denver. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Janine LaRose, 630 KHOW.
Ford Truck Month is the time to get a great deal on the best-selling trucks for 44 years straight. Ford Ranger, F-150, or Super Duty. These trucks are built better, built stronger, built Ford tough, and priced to sell during Truck Month, only at your local Ford stores.
Hey, Colorado friends. Are your missing or failing teeth holding you back from the foods you love? At Clear Choice, we understand. Your teeth are an important part of how you look and feel, and it's easier to enjoy all of the great food and fun Colorado is famous for when you're at your best. It's time to get a free consultation at Colorado's Clear Choice. Our doctors are leaders in restoring oral health and function. Dental implants offer a permanent solution so you can appreciate all of life's pleasures, including our delicious local food. Led by Dr. Jovic and Dr. Mackert, Colorado's Clear Choice teams provide options for lasting tooth replacement. Take control of your health and gain the freedom to live the life you want. Go to clearchoice.com and schedule your free consultation. Today's the day to get back out there and experience Colorado's amazing food worry-free. Visit clearchoice.com.
Your hard work and savings toward retirement now need the behind-the-scenes strategies of the inner workings of Social Security, a virtual workshop from Allworth Financial. Allworth Financial has helped thousands plan for their best retirement, and our no-cost workshop reveals strategies to help you retire and get more from Social Security. Learn how to maximize Social Security benefits at Allworth Financial's no-cost virtual workshops on October 23rd, 26th, 27th, and 28th. When you attend, Allworth Financial will give you a free retirement planning ebook. Register at 855-918-2181 or allworthfinancial.com/workshop.
Homeowners, now is one of the best times to start a deck project. Colorado's sunny weather happens year-round. We get 300 days of sunshine. Let the Deck Superstore connect you to a great deck builder now to help you design your dream outdoor living space and enjoy your new deck winter, spring, summer, and fall. For a limited time, trailhead decking from Decorators is only $225 per linear foot. The Deck Superstore, where the pros go for deck building materials. TheDeckSuperstore.com. That's TheDeckSuperstore.com.
By the year 2035, nearly half of today's occupations and some industries will be gone. It's because of rapid changes coming our way thanks to disruptive technology.
We're all rooting for you. Listen to them. Let's go. During the management meeting, they didn't get back to me within a half hour.
That is so funny. Someone texted me that yesterday when we were talking about something, literally said, "Go Brandon." And I'm going, I didn't even know what the fuck the text was about, so I ignored it.
Yeah, you can probably look it up and find it pretty easy.
Oh my God. Can you actually tell they're saying?
Oh, hell
yes. You didn't hear that?
You didn't hear what I said there?
You weren't listening then.
I gotta find
we don't like to say it, no.
Let's go, Brandon.
Here it is, why mega supporters.
Now that is indeed a euphemism, huh, Doc? That is a euphemism.
Oh, fuck Joe Biden breaks out at the New York Jets game.
Joe's been breaking out of college stadiums. And
where do I see? Okay, here it is. Let's go, Brandon. YouTube, NASCAR. This is it right here. Watch it.
Bro, I don't understand this. Why are all the college kids doing that?
Oh, yeah.
They're the ones that voted him in.
Because he's fucked everything up. That doesn't mean they can't learn
He's a dog.
Just because they don't learn nothing in college doesn't mean they can't learn something in real life.
Now I'm learning something right 2 days later.
Okay, I'm still on the air, but I had just a few questions about the letter. It's a really good one. I just want to go over it.
Oh, my God.
Can I call you right at around 2:15, between 2 and 3? All right, man.
It is very evident they're saying fuck Joe Biden. And she is a moron. God damn.
And his name was Brandon then. Now the dude she was interviewing.
Exactly. Let's go, Brandon.
That's kind of cute.
That's why it's all over. I actually got stickers that say, "Let's go, Brandon."
I like her for trying.
Look, they're cheering you on.
I like her for trying.
It's still not as best as the fucking news guy reading Big Bang Ouch. It has a pilot's name.
You know what? But if you see like interviews of him a year or two ago, he is completely diminished.
I said that to Tom. The guy looks 20 years older than he did at the beginning.
In a year's time, it's really.
He's a walking corpse. The guy has no.
I'm pretty sure I saw literally a string connected to his hand the other day.
Man, the presidency will break you down. It looks like.
No, he was.
This is like
no.
Weekend at Bernie's, man.
He was already dust on the way in.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm just saying.
But the way he just does his little pirouette at the, the speeches.
You know who I want to be president?
He doesn't take any fucking questions.
You know who would take the temperature down and really do this? Condoleezza Rice.
Yeah.
She is a.
What about Nikki Haley?
Connie is a beast.
And she's smart. She's like, how many fucking degrees does she have?
Oh, yeah.
Her people live right over there on Monaco.
She was a DU graduate.
I got no her blood draws.
You make sure that
I'll bet
Suzanne
she
gets
would
to split her back. She's very
I don't even see her get hateful or partisan or anything.
She was a DU graduate.
I'll see you guys Monday.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my blood drawn.
DU.
That's what I said.
Hi, Tom Martino here.
713-TALK, 713-8255. Gabe, you have a question for us. What's going on? Gabe?
Would you consider a 12-unit apartment complex commercial property?
Of course.
Hey, do you think it's okay for Waste Management to send their trucks out to dump their trash at 4 in the morning?
What do you mean? Now, explain this to me. There's a 12-unit apartment complex, and are they picking up the apartment dumpsters at that time?
Yes, but the ones next door to us. And their dumpsters are right in front of our unit, front door in the bedroom.
Well, hold on. Okay, they're picking up so this 12-unit building is next door to you?
No, the next door to us is like a 23-unit. We're a 12-unit right next door.
I see. So they're picking up what time?
4 in the morning.
That's kind of ridiculous, but I've seen them as early as 5 or 6. I don't know, man. All I can say is it's going to have something to do with the crazy times we're in, getting people to do it, and they have to extend the days. I'm not sure. Have you asked them?
Yes, I called Waste Connection twice, and they told me it's considered commercial property. And I said, how can you figure that? There's people living in there.
Well, it is commercial property, but it's residential commercial. I mean, what do they mean it's considered commercial? So what does that mean? That means they can do it anytime they want?
Walmart and all that. Gas stations, they get their trash cans when they're closed.
Oh, I see.
Commercial.
Yeah, but hold on. That is weird because it's residential. I know it's commercial, but it's not industrial commercial. It's people living there. And so they said the reason they can do that is because it's commercial?
Right. Commercial account.
It is a commercial account. But there must be ordinances. Where are you? What city?
Lakewood.
Check with Lakewood City and see if they're breaking any ordinances.
Okay, because I was going to call Lakewood PD, but you call it Lakewood PD non-emergency at 4 in the morning, they won't come out.
No, you don't call them at 4 in the morning. You don't call anyone. You call the city's manager's office now. You don't wait till it happens, and you ask, what are the rules regarding excessive noise in a neighborhood? They're picking up dumpsters at 4 in the morning, and they claim they can do it because it is commercial. Now, while it may be a commercial account, it is a residential property. Just ask them, talk, and get your answers. Don't do it at 4 in the morning. Do it right now and see what they say. And if you don't have success, we'll call them for you. Ernie, what's going on with you, Ernie?
Oh, Tom, I just wanted to thank you for what you've done with my grandson problem.
Which one was that, Ernie?
He had Plumb Line do some work for him and in his house, and
oh yeah, that was good.
They took care of everything after you got it.
They're good. They're good people. So what can we do for you now?
Well, I was talking to you about my macular degeneration.
Yes.
I was wondering if you could get these doctors. There's 2 of them in this city that says that they can do something with my macula with ozone therapy. I wonder if you could get them on the show. How do you do that?
I don't think ozone's gonna help, but here's what I can do better than that. We can try to set up now macular degeneration. We can set up someone, a really good ophthalmologist,
you know
to
what,
talk
Tom?
about it.
Because I'm predisposed to it, I found out in my 23andMe, and I spoke to Dr. Lidoff about it. Said the best thing you can do is take the Ocuvite.
The vitamin?
Yeah, says they've seen great results. Studies have been done. That is the best thing you can do is take the Ocuvite.
But
now, I don't know about reversing. I'm looking at preventing it because I don't have any symptoms, but it just made me a little nervous, and it runs in my family.
Ernie, I know an ophthalmologist we can try to get on. Somebody who did my eye surgeries, and we can try to get him on.
That's another thing. I got a good friend. I talked to him. I hadn't talked to him for years, and he told me that he had his cataracts removed, and he sounded like he may have gotten your man because he was telling me the things that he went through. He was almost blind. So I might want to do that. Well, I
have 2 different ones. I have Icon, who did my clear lens exchange, but then I have Colorado Retina Associates that I was going to try to get on for this.
Do they take insurance?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
You see, Ernie, the people that were talking to you about this ozone therapy, that's not proven for macular degeneration.
Well, see, they claim that it is, and
No.
I wondered. I know
It just isn't.
Doctors.
Are they talking about the ozone therapy where they take out your blood, mix it with ozone, and put it back?
Well, they got several processes, and it I don't know, exactly. See, these people charge $400 just for a consultation.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is not. God, I can't stand people that. Okay, now let me see this. Now I'm looking at something, and it says visual improvement following ozone therapy and dry age-related macular degeneration.
That's what I got to dry.
Okay, hold on. Maybe this is a white paper on this. Ozone, okay. I don't know. I want to make sure this is a credible source. That's why this is the U.S. National Library of Medicine. I don't know what they are, though. That could just be a website that was established to help give them credibility. But apparently, ozone therapy has been, there are a few articles here about it. And I just don't know. A lot of these websites seem made up to me. So I'm not. I want to get I want to get someone on from either the college or from Colorado Retinal Associates, because all of these websites are all weird. They're all people that offer ozone therapy, or they look like made-up websites. You know what I mean, Mark? Those websites they make up for credibility.
Yep.
that they link.
All connected.
Yeah, they all look the same to me. So that's what we'll do. Hold on, and Suze will get you back when we do that, all right?
Looks like they can do commercial property anytime, man.
I know, but it's just.
What is the designation? Is the apartment building technically commercial?
I would think so.
I don't know. You don't live in a commercial property.
No, because the commercial, I think, is more defined that it's one big one and not rolled. But it's a little trash cans.
Oh,
Yeah, but what I know, but
the purpose of commercial is you're not living. It's not a residence in my shop, so you're not going to disturb anybody. You know,
I don't know.
Is there a difference in the designation commercial and commercial residential? Or
Well, I think it would also have to have something to do with how that area is zoned.
What I'm saying is
it may be commercial, but I mean that's going to be.
I would assume they
residential
pick
zoning.
apartment complexes.
That's what I would. You and I are in
I got to do a spot, guys.
It's kind of crazy.
It's already right next to the dumpster. So.
Yeah.
Help DEA keep our community.
Hey, man, we had a bunch of calls for a while. No one was getting trash picked up. They would have taken 2 a.m.
Do your part to lower overdose.
I know they hit us about 3
misuse before it starts.
Hey, let's talk about Colorado Pain Care. I'll tell you why. Because you want to be out of pain. Everybody wants to be out of pain, unless you're a weirdo. And so to get out of pain, you go to Colorado Pain Care, and they have all kinds of methods. And that's what they do. They got me out of, first of all, chronic pain and then some acute pain after an injury. I just love them. They have physical therapy on a doctorate level. They have mildly invasive therapies. I did a trigger point injection that just did it for me on that acute injury. They have all kinds of therapy. All you have to do is call them. 303-GOT-PAIN. 303-GOT-PAIN.
Hi, guys. It's Andrew with Ridgeside Medical. Are you...
Yeah.
Mark went, yep.
Of course.
We were all there waiting on somebody to blurt.
Unless you're some kind of fucking weirdo.
Pelosi started the
I never
back up
did
about
get
expanding
that,
the court.
All right, kick me in the nuts hard as you can.
Oh, goodness.
So Pelosi started the rhetoric again about freaking expanding the court.
They've already shut it down again.
They're just up here talking about it.
Were they? Because I was reading where they just, everybody's just like...
Our population has grown since there was... We should have more. How the hell does that fucking make a goddamn difference?
Well, what doesn't make a difference is
you can spend anything.
the Republicans, when they get back in, would just do the same thing. So eventually, what are you going to have, 12,000 people?
The same reason why I said they shouldn't have freaking impeached Clinton. That was one of the worst things the Republicans could have fucking done.
It
grew him. It made him so freaking strong. And then they turn around, Then it was retaliation by the Dems when they came after Trump.
That was
Which time? Yeah.
Well, she's out there waving.
I'm sure Hillary made his life miserable enough to where fucking Congress didn't have to get involved. But he wasn't impeached.
Who wasn't?
Clinton.
Yes, he was.
No, it was.
Yes, he was. There was an impeachment.
He actually.
There was an impeachment trial. He
was found guilty.
No, guilty has nothing to do with it.
Oh, okay, you're right. He was impeached. He was just like Trump. They didn't.
Right.
They actually, I thought, after he was out of office, did they have a trial? No, they did not have a trial.
No. And that would have been another really bad precedent to set.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's crazy, yeah. So, but, okay, I don't think then, what's his face got impeached either?
Nixon?
Nixon, yeah.
He resigned.
He resigned.
Or he
resigned to avoid impeachment.
Nixon cut bait.
Because he knew damn well where that was going.
He was gone.
Who resigned?
Nixon.
Yeah.
But
well, they all do once they know. I don't think Trump would have resigned.
Not Clinton. Him out by his people.
I think Nixon's the only president in history to resign.
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't know that.
I think so. I think he was.
And moved to San Clemente.
He's dead, right? Yeah.
Did you ever listen to those Nixon tapes, the tapes from the White House? Did you actually listen to some of them? They're fucking scary. Yeah. The way he talked, I mean, I'm telling you, it was fucking scary. He thought he was like, to be honest.
Well, they are in a way, man. They're the fucking most powerful person on the planet.
As an individual, running this joint.
That's fucking a lot of power. I don't know how that shit wouldn't go to your head.
Trump, they did everything they could to take his power away.
He did everything by the book, too, man. He was the one president that never even fit.
Who?
Trump.
How do you do that with a straight face?
Just to see him. Oh, you guys missed a good one.
But you have mirrors at home.
So there was, I forget who the guests were, but there's like 3-4 people in here. And there's this fucking horrible buzz going on. So I said, hey, before Tom comes in, no one fucking hears this. It's not existing. When he starts asking about it, look at him like he's fucking crazy.
And I went, and that's when I was starting this fucking thing. I think this bad. I was feeling weird, and they said, what are you talking about? I said, no, listen.
Everybody said,
Then I walked outside and went away, and I said, it has to be because when I go out there, it goes away. Then I was doing this.
He's sitting here during the show going like this. Seriously, you guys don't hear it?
Oh, that's good.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK. Hey, don't forget the latest consumer magazine, 303consumer.com. You can find and download it if you didn't get a copy, 303consumer.com. You'll find great deals in there. It's 303consumer.com. Jules, what traffic warning do you have for us?
There's a spike in pedestrian on 119th and Hoover, and the radio station in our town ought to ask these planes that fly over why they don't give traffic reports. Someone needs to work with the town where I'm at to get these characters.
Tom, he said there was a bicycle accident.
Oh.
That's what I thought he was going to tell you about.
And he was saying, why don't they do traffic with airplanes? I get it. I get it, Jules. You know, traffic reporting has cut down quite a bit with aircraft because it's so expensive and stuff. But I do believe there are still... What is going on with it? No, seriously. Are there still air traffic reports now, or do they do it all by cameras?
I think they do it all by camera. Every now and then you'll see the helicopter up, and they'll make a big deal when they actually send the gosh dang thing up for the news. But it's pretty much all with the cameras anymore.
We're out of town.
I wanted to know if that was the Jules that listens on YouTube.
Yes, it is. I think it is, isn't it? No?
We don't know.
Maybe not.
That's what we're asking. We don't know.
Suze will find out. SheridanAutotech.com. Kevin Calkin, Jeff Vick.